Hey, what's up, everyone? Okay, let's call this Operation Let's Get Our First 3 Leases today, not tomorrow, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put myself in a situation to where like I'm a brand new locator. I'm trying to get my first 3 leases now. What do I really do? Okay. A lot of our program, it really helps you build sophisticated infrastructure, and that can get overwhelming when you're a beginner, right? I'm teaching you guys about sales funnels, surveys to do automatic pre-qualification. They're hitting a warm-up video, then they're going to calendar to book a Zoom call, and you're performing a Zoom call. And I talk to you guys about how much easier Zoom appointments are by the time they go through your funnel because they're warmer and you can build more rapport on camera and you can record that call and strengthen your collections defense, right? And yes, technically that is the best sales funnel flow, right? Paid ad to survey, do the pre-qual for you, automatically disqualify unqualified people. They hit a warm-up video, they hit your calendar, you do a Zoom call, and yes, okay, that is the best way to work, right? But the problem is if you're brand new at this and you're not doing $10,000 a month or more, okay, forget about what I'm trying to show you, like this shiny object infrastructure. I'm telling you it's perfect and it's better. Just forget about that for a minute. We're going to build up to creating a sales funnel, doing Zoom call. We'll build up to that. Okay. But what you need as a beginner is leases now, because at the end of the day, even though I can teach you all about digital marketing and how to do the best thing ever for setup, you're still a human being. And so if you don't get some quick wins right now, you're going to lose momentum, common side effect of being a human, right? You lose momentum, you start kind of disbelieving. You're like, I don't know if this whole locator thing can work. It can work. Our head coaches make over $300,000 a year. I made 6 figures my first year doing this with no locator IQ, no tools, nothing. And the way I did that is just by doing what I'm going to show you right now. Okay. So let's pretend I'm a brand new locator. I'm not that familiar with my market. I don't really know the street names and nothing, but I know I need to post ads and I need to close my first 3 leases now so I can make some income before I'm going to listen to the NAL program, listen to Pierre about how to set up infrastructure and do things in a better way. Okay. So this is what I would do right now. I would hop on a database, whether it's Smart Locating, that's the leader, it's the one we're on right now, or Spark is kind of like the second real option when it comes to apartment locator database. And Spark was created by one of our Locator Academy alumni students. So we're really proud to say that. Anyways, we're going to hop on Smart Locating because a lot of you guys just use this one. So I'm going to show you a tool that a lot of people are familiar with. Okay. So I would go to search. And again, I'm a brand new locator. I'm not familiar with the city. Okay. And what I'm going to do is we're going to use Austin as the example here. So let's go ahead and click on Austin. And let's say that I live northwest in Cedar Park. I don't know. I'm just picking a random area. Okay. Usually you're going to pick an area that hopefully you live next to, and not so much because we're going to escort clients. There is a way to send people work from home. That's what I do exclusively. But when you're first starting out, you want to position yourself to where maybe you can go drive out and meet people and escort. It's not that efficient, but when it's your first month in the business, sometimes that helps you to just meet clients out there, talk to them, talk to the staff, build relationships. I don't have to do that anymore. I can work from home, but if this is your first 3 leases, you might want to position yourself and market an area that you live close to. So let's pretend that I live in Northwest Austin and I want to focus on Cedar Park. I'm going to select Cedar Park. And what we're doing in this first stage is we're going to identify 2 buildings, not 3, 2. 2 buildings that we see from the data that are good deals. And we're going to keep those in the back of our head and we're going to promote those. And so that way, once we get leads that are interested, whether it's through Marketplace, uploading a video, Craigslist, Nextdoor, syndication websites, however we teach you in the program, right? We're going to extract numbers from them, share our contact in case they want to call us. And we're going to close our first 3 leases as soon as possible. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to focus on 2 bedrooms. Okay. And I like 2 bedrooms because less people need a 3-bedroom, more people want a 2-bedroom. And 2 bedrooms are higher commission, higher rent over 1 bedrooms, right? So logically, it makes sense. Understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. So like a single person would still prefer a 2-bedroom for guests or an office, right? 2 people need a 2-bedroom and it's higher rent. So I'm going to just be an expert on 2 buildings and understand their 2-bedroom price points. That's what I would do if I'm trying to get my first 3 leases as soon as possible. And so 2-bedroom is the search. We're going to do, let's do a decent square footage, like 1,000 square feet, still kind of small for a 2-bedroom, but at least 1,000 square feet. It's a decent size because size does sell. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do policies right here. And I'm going to do must not accept Section 8. Let's not confuse ourselves. Must not be a tax credit. Let's not confuse ourselves. And then what else are we going to do? Must not be senior housing, exclude student housing. So we're not going to confuse ourselves. All right. We just want normal apartments that we can lease. Okay. Now hit run search. Alrighty. We're going to make me disappear. And now what we're going to do is we're going to click with this database. You can actually click right here and it sorts it through like the year built. What we're noticing and what we teach is that for some reason, newer apartments, you can close easier compared to older Class C apartments like this one, 1997, Class C, right? So when you can just present and send people over to newer buildings, for some reason, it's easier to make money. So that's what we're doing. Also, the payment is faster. Also, normally there's high commissions, like 150%. You've seen the commissions right here, okay? So this is everywhere at Cedar Park. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to compare three things, okay? I'm going to look at year built. I'm going to look at the starting price point right here. And then I'm going to look at the square footage minimum right here. And then I'm just going to start seeing the pattern. And look, it's not really many that we have to do this for. It's only 26. So this is what I would do, okay? And I would go, okay, the newer the better, the larger the square feet, the better, the cheaper the price point, the better. And then if they have any specials, the specials will be here. So I'm going to look through this data and I'm going to go 2025, 1,600, 1,000. Okay, let's move on. 2025, 2,400, 1,000. Not really that good. So far, this one's better. 2024, 2,400. That's not the best. Let's continue. The Eden at Pearson Ranch. 2023, 2,100, 1,000. Okay, it's not better than this one. Let's keep going down. 2023, 2,000, not better. 2023, 1,400. Whoa, that one's pretty cool. 100% off rent for 2.5 months. That's ridiculous. They're doing 2.5 months free, and it's already lower rent compared to anything we're seeing so far in Cedar Park. So definitely, this one is amazing. I bet no one would even beat this place for now. Okay, we're going to keep going down. 2023, 1,900, 1,040. That's okay. Maybe this one as well. Let's go down. 2022, 1,600, 1,030. That's better. That's just better. Okay. And then 2022, 1,500. Okay, that one's really good too. And then 2022, 17, nope. 2020, 18, nope. 2020, 17, nope. 2020, 1,500. This is pretty good. 1.5 months free. That's a pretty good deal. 2019, 1,700, nope. 2018, yeah, that's a good deal. This is definitely a good deal, Kalissa. Okay, let's see Lakeline Crossing. I've referred to them a lot. This one just closed as well. Lakeline Crossing. It's just a nice apartment. I think they have like tall doors, if I'm not mistaken. It's just a nice property. So this one closed as well. They're doing 1.5 months free. It's a $1,500 2-2. Oh yeah, come on, just do Lakeline Crossing, guys. This one's gonna close everyone if they need to live in that area in Cedar Park. And so the rest are kind of just fishing out. We're kind of dipping into Class B now. They're getting older, kind of the same price points. This one's pretty good though. Lakeline East, 1.5 months free at 1,300. Jesus. Okay, yeah, that one's really good. Even though it's Class B, it's still a really good rate, okay? And so this is what I would do. And then the rest are definitely Class B, and the price points are 13, 13, 14, 14, 12. I don't like Class C though. And then 1,400. Okay, great. So we kind of already have the list. So now I'm going to click select it only like that. Okay. So these are basically the lists of the best apartment deals that I just found in like 3 minutes with you guys on this video. Okay. So now what we want to do is we definitely want to what are we going to focus on? Definitely higher commission because we want to get paid more. That's true. And we know all of these are good deals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the 150 percenters that I can send people to. You see what it says send? So I'm going to go, okay, 150%. What are they doing for 2 bedrooms? So I might click into this one here. And I would probably definitely do the Vera Cedar Park just because that's such a big special. Let's kind of keep going down here. This 150 percenter is doing 1.5 months free. That's really cool. But then this one, the Bridge, I think Bridge, they've got a 2-bedroom, 2-bath around 1,400 and they're doing 2.5 months free. So definitely we can't beat this one. I might just mark it for the Bridge as well. Okay. And I know they just pay a $750 flat fee, but the thing is, what I've realized in this business is that the ads that you promote almost don't even really matter as long as it's in the general area of Cedar Park, okay? People are going to just message you or call you, and I mean, you're just going to send them to 3 options anyways, right? So it doesn't really matter the ad you put out as long as it's in the general area of interest. So definitely I would market the Bridge at Avery Ranch because this is by far the best deal out of the list that we've compiled. I mean, they start at $1,400. They're doing 2.5 months free, probably on the vacant units, and we're not going to be able to beat that price point. So right off the bat, what I would do is I would market the Bridge at Avery Ranch, and then I would do, this one just because they're paying 150% and doing 2.5 months free. And then I kind of would take these off. And just from experience, I know that Lakeline Crossing just closes well. And so what I would do is I would run an ad for Lakeline Crossing. Okay. I would run an ad for the bridge at Avery Ranch. That's the best deal in the whole area. We just found it together. And maybe this one, because they're 150%. Okay. So this is what I would do. Run ads for these 3 buildings. Before we run ads for them, I would call them and ask them if they have any video tours that they want to share with us. Because a lot of the times you don't have to go out there and record. You just ask them and they give you the video tour. And Facebook Marketplace allows you to upload a video right into the ad, and that's very powerful. So if you're looking to close your first 3 leases, you ought to just identify the 3 buildings that you want to keep in the back of your mind and know that they're good deals out in Cedar Park, and you ought to call them and just get their video tours. So why don't we just do that together right now? A lot of agents don't do this, but it's really easy to do so. And like 100% of the time, if the property has a video tour, they're just going to send it to you. So let's call the bridge at Avery Ranch. And we're going to ask them to send us a video tour so we can market it and close people. Also, when you text people, right, coming in from an ad, they could be coming from a Lakeline Crossing ad. You don't really know. And then you can tell them, hey, this deal at the bridge is actually amazing. And I have a video tour. And then you text them a video tour. And that's how you can close people like same weekend. Okay. So what I'm going to do is call them. So I'm going to go to Locator IQ because I want this call, like recorded. Phone, and then let's just call them. Always pull the phone numbers from your database because they're more accurate. If you just Google the bridge at Avery Ranch, you're going to get their call center phone number. So that's what's nice about having a real locator database is that usually this number here usually leads directly to the office, like 80% of the time. So that's a little bit better than relying on Google. So let's just give them a call real quick. I press 2, so it routes me to the office.
Thank you for calling Cedar Park. If you are interested in leasing, please press 1. If you're a current resident, please press 2.
Hey, how are you doing? This is Pierre with NAL. Can you hear me? I'm doing good. Happy Wednesday. Hey, question. We're trying to do some marketing and then get you guys some tenants. Do you by chance happen to have any video tours of your 2 bedrooms that you might be able to email to us?
I'm not sure. Let me just double check on that.
Okay, that would be awesome. I'm with the National Association of Locators, or NAL. I'm actually the CEO. My name's Pierre. Okay, thank you so much. That's all it takes.
Really sorry about that. So we don't have any 2-bedroom videos. We also do have, let's take a click on escort.
360 tour.
Yeah.
On each apartment, we have it for each apartment.
That works. Thanks so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Have a great day.
Bye. Okay, so not all of them will have like video tours handy, but if she did, she definitely would send them to me. So she's making us aware that their website has the virtual tours as well. And what you can do is if you don't want to send people to the virtual tour because you're afraid like they might not click on it and boot it up, what you can do is like record your screen and just show them on either like a Loom video or an NAL video. That's our version of Loom for like real estate agents. So what I would do is go into the property, click on the website. You see that link right here? Click the website. And now this is what she's talking about here. I probably should have just checked this before calling them, but I really like to call them in case they have like special video tours on hand that might not be on their website because those are just more unique. Okay, so we're gonna go to virtual tour. And what I would do is like boot up a Loom video, record it, and then just show your client and just keep it kind of general. Like don't say your client's name because that way the video can be universal and you can save that Loom video. And every single time you get leads that are interested, you just keep sending them the Loom video. So it's you doing the virtual tour for them. So what I would do is I would get rid of myself. And then we're going to click on the 2-bedroom. That's kind of what we're marketing is their entry-level 2-bedroom. So this one right here, B1, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. The B1's going to be more affordable than the larger ones. And I would just record my screen the way I'm doing now and say, hey, what's up? I'm going to show you the virtual tour of their most affordable 2-bedroom. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the virtual tour so we can actually show you what it looks like inside. So we're going to do start virtual tour and check this out. So here's the apartment. We're going to go in, get rid of this stuff, guys, like the pop-up and like just get rid of all that as much as you can. And then what I would do is I would hit full screen so that way the Loom video is a little bit better recorded. And so then you can just kind of guide them like this, recording a Loom video if they don't have videos handy. So you can say, look, when you walk in, there's a closet right here, which is really cool. And then there's kind of like a little mudroom furniture thing right here. So that's nice to have. And you can show them the island. Like, look, this is the kitchen. This is kind of the cabinet space that you're going to get for the most affordable 2-bedroom. And you kind of just like show them around like this and like go into every room. And I'm literally just doing this as I'm explaining this to you guys right now. But this still kind of doubles up as a tour, because you're just using Loom to record it anyways, right? Then you can kind of show them the shower a little bit and say, this is the shower. It's actually really nice. Check it out. And then you go into the other room. So you guys are kind of understanding the idea here. And you can just kind of bounce. If you click up here, you can bounce into the other room and kind of work more efficiently, show them the size of the room like that. And then we're going to go over here and then show them the tub. Hey, they've got really nice looking tubs. They're not regular. And then you kind of show them around like that. And then that's your video. You just do it on Loom if they don't have any on hand to give you. And so then, keep it short, like no more than 1 or 2 minutes, and then end the video. And that's it, okay? You can even do that for all the virtual tours. So it's not like you have to send them to the website and hope that they watch. You can just quickly record a Loom video of you doing the virtual tour for them. Edit the video after you record it on Loom the way we just did, and you can upload that video right inside of Marketplace. And you can link that Loom video link if you're doing Craigslist ads or Nextdoor or any other platform that we teach in our masterclass. So that's kind of all it takes, guys. Like, keep it simple. Just focus on one area. So in this video example, we talked about like Cedar Park. This is what I would do. I would identify 2 buildings to remember always. Like, so right now I know that the Bridget Avery Ranch is kind of the best deal in Cedar Park if you want a 2-bedroom, because they start at $1,400 for a 2-2. And they might be offering 2.5 months free that we can see right there. So like nowhere is going to beat that, right? So that's really cool to kind of see. Lakeline Crossing, I've just leased here so many times that I know that people like this property. And that kind of just builds up with experience. The more you do this in your one area that you're focusing on, you're just going to start remembering some of these deals, and you're going to save those Loom videos or those virtual tours in Google Drive or on your phone, ideally. So when you're having conversations inside of Locator IQ under messages, boom, you can send that Loom video out and just really become an expert in like your one area first. This is what's going to allow you to upload up like the most relevant ads because you're focusing on Cedar Park. Once people come in that they're interested, you've got all these videos ready to just send them when you're texting them or on a phone call, right? So this is what you can do to close your first 3 leases now. You don't have to wait to set up a sales funnel, set up digital marketing systems, wait till these people book a Zoom call. Do I prefer working like that? Yes, of course. It's way better than what we're doing. This is way better than posting on Marketplace, getting their phone number and cold calling them. It is better. However, if you're really after your first 3 leases, post on those platforms, specialize in one area, understand the 2 best deals out in Cedar Park. For me, it's like Lakeline Crossing because of the special, and the Bridget Avery Ranch, right? And just know those and remember them so you can close people as a Cedar Park apartment locator. And that's how you'll do your first 3 leases, like right away, same weekend as well. And the reason you can do them same weekend is because a lot of the times, in order to get the 2.5 months free or the 1.5 months free at Lakeline Crossing, a lot of the times they have to be vacant units, like no one's living in them, right? Because those are the units that the apartment wants to really get rid of. Because when there's no tenant in the unit, they're losing money every day. So that's when they're going to attach the 6 weeks free or the 10 weeks free. Like up here, it's 2.5 months free, right? So post that in your ad. Say, hey, if you need to move in right away for the vacant units, you can get 1.5 months free or 2.5 months free. Contact me. I've got virtual tours handy and I want to help you lease this property. My service is free, right? You post that language up there, use ChatGPT to make an ad based off of everything you know about these buildings. But that's what you ought to do first. Don't worry about A2P-10DLC registrations when you're setting up Locator IQ. Don't worry about a sales funnel. Don't worry about Zoom. Just post these deals in the one area you want to focus on. Understand 2 apartments that are great deals, and you will close people the same weekend. And that's how you do your first 3 leases. And 3 leases nowadays can be $2,000, $4,000, $6,000. I mean, so if you just quit your regular job to do locating, you do 3 leases, make $6,000. Now you have more time to breathe and really, go through our program, go through Locator IQ and set up better infrastructure. But this is how you can get your first 3 leases now. So you're not just waiting to close people until you set up my perfect sales funnel, right? Like, keep that as the vision, but this is how you close people right away. One area, 2 apartment deals that are good deals based off of data. Post ads and close people. I hope this video was helpful. If you want to learn more, check out links or something below the video or in the pinned comments. Bye-bye.